got done doing the event on a public server, and I was gonna do the same video and continue to private server to verify whether or not the private server will hop over, but that blue screen kind of screwed me over on that one. So we're gonna turn it into this video. I'm not sure if the other video's even gonna show up. We'll find out. I believe it should work though. If not, I'll keep trying to figure it out how I did it before. There has to be a rhyme and reason. Yeah, there's Mischief Night. So let's hop over there, turn it on. Hopefully we'll get lucky and be able to do it a second time so I can verify that it does actually work. Again, this is a private server, so only those who know somebody with a private server will be able to actually do it, should it work. And I believe it will. Yep, there you go. So soloing this, you're definitely gonna want to not die. And you're gonna want to stick specifically to those points of interest where you actually got to do something. If you have rad shields, that would be probably among the more beneficial things that you can have on you, because these cars will cause a lot of radiation. Alright, so you can see in the top right it says blow up cars and light bonfires, so we're going to do both of those. You do want to be careful on what you blow up, because you don't want to prematurely use that area if you don't need to. And I'm fairly sure this is not considered an exploit. I hope it's not an exploit. It would technically be the equivalent of if you server hop and you just, like my last video, if it even posted before I blue screened. You did it really fast. You have plenty of time to switch over to another server and go ahead and use theirs as well. It goes significantly slower when it's just you, I will say that. I know you can't blow up those, so we'll blow up these. Kind of stay as far back as I can so I don't prematurely blow up the stuff that I don't actually want gone. This side doesn't necessarily count for anything other than what you want it to. So you're not actually harming anything at this point. I'm going to try to do myself a favor and skip trying to kill robots right off the bat. So second part, you're going to have to light the checkpoint. Then you blow up the cars, you go along the side and pick up candy and stuff like that. There are walls you spray paint, and those will help out in a solo situation. Because you don't have anybody and everybody contributing, it's just you. So you're gonna really want to do as much as you possibly can. And ghouls will be kind of getting on your case, so the more agility you have, the better. My luck, I get a Scorched Beast. Yeah. I'm gonna try to ignore him. Here's the... oh, it's just that one, okay. So I'll take him out. You can paint on the walls, that'll help. And now we got a ton of ghouls trying to gank us. Let's try to be relatively smart about it. Jump around, bunny hop. They can't do it, so you can. Take the Halloween candy. Mines can show up, so if you have the dense perk, that's going to be very beneficial. There's going to be a lot of explosions. The candy does refresh after a period of time. So you can, if you run out of stuff to do, like that happened to me once. I went back and redid the candy. We're getting there. I guess medics would probably be a good thing to have here as well. You can't stack drugs, so pick one and kind of stick with that. I kind of prefer having rad shield just because how much rads are actually being exposed to me. This is not just to prove that this can be done on private servers, but also show that you can solo it as well. You just kind of really need to be on your game if you're going to do that. Believe it or not, 15 minutes is not very long, and at least not very long when you start considering how easy it is to mess up. If you mess up, that can cost you the whole event. Get the candy again. Candy gives you a pretty good amount of progression bar. Alright. Now we light up this effigy. This is where it's going to get kind of rough because you don't really have much choice but to hurt the White Springs robots. But if you can, right off the bat, you can pick up these boxes. Do everything you can prior to actually touching the robots. At the end, you're going to have a legendary sentry bot that pops up. And that's where everything's going to get kind of rough, especially for playing alone. because you don't have the backup, and depending on what your build is, what level you are, what equipment you're using, you may find out that it's significantly harder than what's actually worth it. But I am still going to try to solo this, just because I haven't successfully done it yet. But then again, I only tried once. I'm gonna actually see if I can keep doing this without... I got 5 minutes, so that should be more than enough time to collect candy and not even aggro these things. I can blow up cars to help out, but since I'm moving ahead of schedule, I think this is gonna be the safest route to do it. You can tell that the refresh time is not very long for the candy, so you could just kind of just go in circles. Yeah, 5 minutes left and already did it. So the sentry bot should be spawning. Now that I lit that up, that should... Oh, that's not him. Not him. Oh, shoot. There he is. I'm not gonna necessarily worry about healing myself because I'm gonna have anything and everything on me. Because it's the way that I did it, I should have a lot less ads. But it's still gonna be a bit rough. There we go. We soloed it. Oh, we gotta take the rest of these out. There we go. Check that out. We soloed it. Awesome. So we know it's entirely soloable. We know what to do. It's gonna be time management mixed with gear. If you have buddies that can follow you, that's even better. So... that's our private server one. That's a good one. Alright, so if you did like the video, found it helpful, and you'd like to see more, go ahead and click the bottom right. There's a icon you can click to make things, or subscribe. It will help. Doesn't cost you anything, it's just a click. If you want to see something specific, drop a comment. I'm always open for suggestions on how to make things better. If it's a troll, though, don't expect it to be taken seriously. Aside from that, yeah, subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we will catch up next time.